to be. Try that now.
Now it should be on.
Yeah. Go ahead, drink your water. I couldn't get that out of the mailbox, and by the time I pulled the car up next to it, I couldn't get the door down to get the box out. We already scratched my car with the... Anyway. Are you coming over here? No. I have to clean your bum.
Come right in.
I got to do this. Oh, shit. Come on.
Come on, girl.
Just clean the...
Come over here.
She knows exactly. Yeah, come ahead.
Good girl.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is right on camera.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh.
Well,
it's privacy.
It's not the best we can do here.
She doesn't know it's on camera. It's okay. Good girl. Good job.
She can't lift her tail is the problem. Oh, easy, easy. We're just being careful. Stay.
You want more?
Yeah, stay. Stay. Hang on. Oh, 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 oh.
Sensitive. Good girl.
Oh, 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 oh. I'll be careful. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Stay. But still, where she had those abscesses is still a little tender. But she's very clean now.
Good.
Very clean and pretty.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, jump up there so easy.
There we go. I'll have one for my hands now.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Alright, let me pull this up.
Oh dear, don't throw up now. What? Too many cookies? Okay. That problem is...
Alright, somebody's asked me, do you find it harder to train a male dog over a female? I actually...
Be careful. No, go ahead.
It does depend on the dog, but I actually think it's the reverse of that.
It's easier with a male?
I find it easier with a male.
Go ahead. Go with it. Well, we did have a discussion the other day on colors.
Yeah, we did.
And I find, and you find, that Harlequins seem to have a... It's a comic section or something. There's definitely a playful area to a comic, to a Harlequin that is not necessarily true with a black or a merle.
I agree.
And consequently, they don't pay attention as well. So I think there's more of a... I see more of a discrepancy in color than by the sex.
Right. I would agree with that.
But with the sex, it's really the individual dog. But the
It
Harlequins, almost without a exception, are a bunch of weirdos. But they're fun. They're fun.
And we've had a lot of good service dog Harls.
Yeah.
Ruckus. Who else?
Bentley's not bad.
Jessie. Bentley.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a lot of good ones.
I'm sure there are more. I just can't think of them. Well, that's the only questions thus far.
That's not true.
They've all asked me them the last...
Oh, come on, guys.
Excuse
Let me
me.
find... Where on earth is it? There we go.
Nope. Sort by all of this. Sort by... We had a lengthy session yesterday because I kept answering while you were picking up Purina.
Oh.
3 months ago. No.
Oh, come on, guys. I'm going to turn it down so we can.
Between you and me coughing, it's like...
Okay. It's okay, Bailey. We're family. There we go. Sound is on.
just that one up top. That's the only one.
Yeah. Chicken brick update, 566 have been bought for a total of 2,100.
Some of the pairs are bonding. Does this present a problem? I'm assuming you mean by the puppies that we put together in the kennels. I don't necessarily see that as a problem. And I will say, like yesterday, I switched up all the minions when we got back from their rabies vaccination. So I believe each of them are with somebody new. We try to mix it up a little bit, but eventually they'll all be in their own kennel, probably.
What is the hardest command to teach, or the one that I have the most problem with?
I have to think about that one. What do you think? Hardest to teach.
The hardest to teach probably is weight, which they learn very early in the game, and then it is very useful in the rest of the training.
I agree.
But when they are puppies and they want the food now and they want it now, please give it. There is a weight deal that they have to learn. But once they learn that, they learn to learn a little bit, and then you're off and running.
If I would say as an adult dog, the one that's, and a lot of people comment on this, is backing up.
Oh, I don't have trouble with that.
You don't have trouble with that?
No.
But I think people's perception is that, oh, my dog backs up for me, but that's because you're approaching your dog, and so the dog's natural reaction is to back up in front of you. It's different when you're teaching a dog to back up next to you.
I don't have any trouble with that. Especially if you have a shopping cart or something. I practice that all the time in the supermarkets, because you can line up next to the freezer, and you've got the shopping cart right there, and you can just say back and start backing.
Right.
Now you've got them pinned against
under a table, things like that.
And all of these things you just teach just a few seconds a day, and then you do it tomorrow.
Just one little try.
One little thing, oh, good boy, and then we go off to the next thing. So that by the time you get over it, what I find is hard is to steer their rear ends. If you're trying to steer them in between two seats.
Yes, so that's what I mean by backing up, like on an airplane. You're
like on an airplane, when you got to come in straight and go at a right angle and back the rear end.
You got to line them up. Then you got to almost like tap their butt over, get them lined up, and then a backwards. So it takes some finesse.
There is a people always go through these puppy tests, and the rest of the world pinches their toes and makes them roll over and holds them down, things like that. I don't approve of that. What I do if I'm testing a dog is, if you put down some food and they're a little bit hungry, and they stick their face in it and start to eat, then ask them to move their rear end over. If they freeze and push against you, you got a real problem. That's going to be a bastard of a dog. Or if it jumps sideways, oh my God, it just twists out of the way. But if it just slowly moves sideways, you got it made.
It's interesting that you say that, because a lot of times that'll happen on the feeder. If for some reason, if you have a bowl on the end, sometimes they'll walk over to the side, right, and they're eating out of sight, and so you'll ease their butt on over. Most of them are pretty good about slowly moving their legs while they continue to eat.
Sideward pressure on a dog is not a popular thing. They don't like it for some reason. And furthermore, if he's got his face in the food and he's stiffened and he's going to eat faster and you're not going to move him, you almost got a food aggression going on. But it's a very interesting test to give any dog. And that describes their whole personalities without this toe pinching deal that the rest of the world does.
Somebody's asked, is the next step in spoon feeding to have them sit down before they get a treat? No, we don't really teach them to sit.
Just stand still.
Yes, I just want you to focus for a second. Just wait. So it's more about waiting to me than sitting.
We don't encourage sitting down, because if somebody's using a dog for balance purposes, and the dog has the instinct to sit down, you got a problem. And furthermore, when you fall down and you're going to get up, you're probably going to put pressure on the hind end, the front end, everything. And if you've done that to teach them how to lie down, then you're going to have a problem teaching them to stand up when you need them to get up.
Exactly.
So sitting down that's only in the minds of the...
I don't even like my dog. They don't even know how to sit. My bulldog does, but my Great Danes don't know how the word sit.
Bulldogs haven't got a rear end to begin with.
Exactly.
Am I supposed to be reading these?
I am. What challenges or changes to routine have you encountered with 31 in the pipeline? I don't think there's really any change in the routine. The routine takes a little bit longer with 31. Maybe that's a challenge. It's just the time involved. It's just more bowls of food. But I don't really think it's a change necessarily.
How do you train them not to chew up things?
That's a question.
This is kind of interesting, though.
Okay.
How do you train them not to chew up things since you give them boxes and toys? Is that the only way to keep them busy, is not to chew on couches? Yeah, probably.
Give them
They're
something.
going to chew on something.
Give them something to chew on that you don't
Yeah, now
care.
whether it's working on their gums and cutting teeth and whatever, I don't know. But you'll notice the arms on all our chairs are chewed off.
Mm-hmm.
Gave up worrying about it. They'll chew on the walls.
It gives the furniture character.
Distressed furniture.
That's what I say. Distressed, antiqued.
We can antique in about 20 minutes around here.
Have you worn a pedometer? How many miles do you walk in average a day? I used to have that. Remember we used to
Yeah,
have
we
those?
all had those things.
I still have mine.
Megan seemed to cover 27 whatever.
1,000. Usually we
27,000?
on a average day we would do between 20 and 25, 26,000 steps.
Yeah.
How many miles is that? 7?
I don't know.
Ish. It tells you. I don't know how accurate it is, but I've convinced myself that I get enough exercise at my job. Now, whether my doctor agrees with that is probably another story.
Have you ever taken a pup to a movie theater? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
We have.
I have.
A lot of time when they take them home overnight, they take them.
Yeah, I haven't done it on the job, but I have taken dogs that stay on overnights.
Have you ever had a dog grab something off a store shelf? Oh, when you're out training, and funny stories.
Have you ever had grab something off of the shelf?
No, because we watch them.
Exactly.
I haven't had it happen.
My head is like, or my eyes really never leave
On the top of the
head.
dog. You're watching the top of the dog's head.
Yeah.
I have had a funny thing. It was in a Shaw's where they had the angled a mirror that was angled over the vegetables or whatever it was, and we started to walk by. I had a young puppy with me, and he saw that mirror up there, and he dropped, and I couldn't get him up, and I finally ended up calling Megan on my phone, who was up at the front of the store, and I said, would you please come help me, because it was a big puppy. I couldn't get him back on his feet. And of course the whole store is in stitches about the service dog won't even walk. You know, it gets very embarrassing, but he was panicked over it. I went back there for weeks afterwards with that damn mirror.
With everybody else?
Yeah, well, that one, I had to
just
get him
that,
over
yeah.
it. Because when they have an objection to something, you don't avoid it.
Absolutely.
You don't avoid it. You flood it.
Yes.
You flood it.
You don't like that? Let me give it to you 100 more times.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. Get it over it.
And they do.
They do.
I have a guy right now who has one of our dogs that their issue was the dog would shake anytime kids were around. So what did I do? Last week we met at the mall in the kids zone, and we walked into the kids area and we sat in a downstay until he was completely bored.
Stop shaking. You want
And
to
that was his task every day, and Monday we'll meet back up. We'll see how it went. But so far
you have to achieve boredom
yeah.
before you can do anything else with a dog. We got 7 more.
Dog bracing hurts dog's joints? Question mark.
What's this?
Someone asking if bracing on the dog hurts their joints.
You don't do it all that much.
No, it's very. I mean.
You see these dogs play, and then you tell me anything we do is abusive.
Right.
I mean, just forget it. I mean, they knock each other over and down and around. And
I agree.
You know, it's sort of like the Darwinian theory. I mean, it's survival of the fittest. If they're going to break down, they're going to break down. And then they go be perfect pets.
Right.
They are terrible. The one I'm just sitting here in the house, watch them run as fast as they can across the kitchen floor and bang into the sofa, right where the futon is, because they don't quite jump high enough to get up on it. It's just, oh my word. Yeah, If they survive life around here, then they're fine. If they were raised in crates, I can't imagine they would be as fit. I mean, these dogs are fit.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you had a dog refuse to do something, and if so, how do you handle it?
I couldn't get the dog back on his
Yeah,
feet.
you call somebody else, right?
Call somebody bigger.
It doesn't happen too often. You just gotta be. Sometimes it's just encouragement. And I had a puppy today. Who was it? They didn't want to come up. Rocco.
Yeah.
Rocco was a little nervous to come out of the barn, so I let Tony out, put Tony in my car, and Rocco got in my car. So I just let him ride up here instead of walking.
Yeah.
Change directions. There you go.
What?
Have the dog that doesn't want to do something. Who checks the gates in the kennels last thing at night? The trainer on duty.
Yeah.
We check heat.
Heat, water.
Right.
Nobody's bleeding.
Is that it?
Well, it's 5:05.
Yeah. I think that was it.
That's
If
it.
I missed your question, I'm sorry.
I can do the refuse things while we change personnel here. Steve,
Say what?
are you on deck here? You got your
The one day I'm early, you guys run over.
Well, excuse me.
dog to refuse something while we change help here.
The one day
I was
I'm
on
early.
stage once giving a lecture on using Great Danes for service dogs, and somebody from the
Okay,
back
you're
said,
far more
"Oh, but they don't retrieve anything." And I said, "Of course they do." And I had at that time, my stud dog with me was Thumper. And so I took my wallet out of my pocket and I dropped it on the ground. I said, "Thumper, would you pick it up for me?" And he came over, he picked it up, and he gave it to me. And somebody in the back said, "I didn't see him. Make him do it again." So I took my wallet out and dropped it again. And that dog looked at me and he said, "Frig you." And he wouldn't pick it up again.
He really said that?
He very clearly looked at me right in the eye and said, "I am not a toy dog." So anyway, he refused. I had to bend over and pick it up. They're not toy dogs. They're not trick dogs. Are you showing her the video? Are you going to send me the video?
I'm going to post it.
Okay.
I can't
I'll
really
tag you in it.
send it because
Did you see it?
no. Which one is it?
It's me.
Oh, it's you?
Bentley pulling me through Costco.
Oh, I haven't seen that. No, I
No.
haven't seen that yet.
90 miles an hour.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Well, now that trainer talk's over, I thought maybe we'd talk about the art of chipping
chipping?
roast beef when it's below 30 degrees out.
Meat chipping. We'll now have
The
questions about meat chipping.
The consistency of pre-cooked roast beef below 30 degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be all right. Go ahead. Have at it.
it's hard. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Okay.
You can talk about it for a minute longer because I didn't sort the mail out yet.
Hey, the one day I'm early,
I'm sorry.
leave the mail in your car, and then I have to get it.
I
and
know,
then
it's
bring it,
terrible.
it's not sorted.
Emily's list. I don't do those things.
I think I'll read the doggy daily while you're doing that.
Oh dear. I'll put them on the floor.
Okay.
Here's somebody. Janine Jakes. That's Janine. Any of these. Our neighbor at. Please don't bend. Well, we'll open that maybe.
You know, when you said to Bailey before, "Are you coming over here?" And I looked at you, and then you said to her, "I need to wipe your bum." I was like, "Excuse me,
Well, you know, it's got to be explicit. That's from Joan Beaton again. Huh? Those are old friends from Winfield. Okay, we got that part.
See you guys Monday.
See you, Katie. Take care.
Time Magazine. You want to read Time Magazine? There you go.
Do you have
This
the
is
time
over.
to read it?
No, that's why I gave it to her. Recognition.
Wow.
Positive promotion. We don't need that. Johnny, it's spring is on the way because here's a seed catalog. Employee owned. I wonder if they're going to sell marijuana seeds in here. You know, they're growing it for real in Colorado. Salads, pre-mixed greens, shoots.
Are you thinking of planting something?
No. But at any rate, it was an interesting idea. What was that? I can't even say it. Okay, I'm ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Sort of.
Horace Mann Middle School. Horace Mann. Who is Horace Mann anyway? Oh, upside down. Okay. Fish. Oh, this is the letter of recommendation. Whoever it is a kind-hearted person who goes out of her way to include everyone. On several occasions, she's made me aware of a student who was being left out, and at lunch, I feel as an assistance dog would do wonders for her because she would form a bond, etc. Okay, so that has to do with an application. He just doesn't come up with that word as fast as he did. There you go.
I was there. Excuse me.
I know, you got there eventually.
Oh.
Okay, next problem. Oh, that's the bill. That's the bill. This is Please Do Not Bend. It's something about your dog.
Don't bend your dog.
A newsletter for caring dog owners.
Mm.
Boston Avenue. I have a feeling that you don't want to read that.
Okay.
And that's mine.
I'm sorry.
And here we have Carolyn Wanda.
Huh?
Is that who it is? Carolyn Wanda.
Oh, Harold. I thought you said. Never mind.
What did you think I said?
What?
Well, here again we have.
Yeah, marijuana.
Look,
What?
look, wait a minute, I'm being scientific here. Look, here again we have the hole. Exactly
Oh,
in
really?
the place
Same place.
that it's always in. And it was not at the end of the enclosed, it was in the middle of the enclosed poopers scoopers.
Okay, so what we need to do now
there's a
is
mouse.
track where those envelopes come from.
It's all Harold and Wanda.
Well, no, but there was another one last time too. But it was also
Them.
no, but it wasn't a different person from Texas.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
It's
so.
a Texas-sized mouse.
Maybe Harold and Wanda are nibbling on the envelopes before they.
In that same spot. They have a defective machine. Don't you think they'd listen to us?
There's a mouse in the post office.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, they're very busy here this time, not having breakfast at all. Okay. Oh, right. Fine. There we go. Put it over there. Next. The Verizon bill. We got a lot of bills here. What the hell? Joan Beaton.
Joan Meaton.
God bless America and all of everybody at Service Dog Project. She's a character. She lives near me in Linfield.
Where is she from now?
Saugus.
Gotcha.
Saugus. Joan and Charlie Beaton. Oh my. We got one chicken brick. Thank you, Carlene, and your wonderful staff for all your hard work. God bless you all. One chicken brick. Joan and Charlie Beaton. Love your daily doggies. Okay, well here's the chicken brick department. We'll put that in there. And there's the bank. There's the bank, and here's the envelope that he gets when he wake up and give me the present.
I'm sorry, did you say something? There we go.
Here we go.
Look at that.
There we go, he caught it. Okay. This is for... Huh. Oh, it's Greta from the Netherlands. I wondered why it said the United States of America, but that's why, because she's not from here.
No, from here. She's from my neck of the woods.
Johnny's from Grace's neck of the woods. Uh-oh.
Where's it from? Is it handmade?
Oh, shoot. Groupie. Here, you want to read this for us, please?
Oh, it's a handmade card. Or it's a special card.
It's in your language.
It's in my language. That's class. It says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Can you say those words, though?
Yeah, pretty good. Cheers, Dagen, and good luck with New Year.
Oh, good. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. Yes.
Congratulations, all involved in the Service Dog Project, for George's Ace Award. Fantastic. And for all you do, the family and all the whole service dogs, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. The $20 up is for the chicken bricks. Did I put that in there already? I did. Did I put it in there?
I don't know. She's got the.
Okay. Greta. 2 chicken bricks. That's which is Greta from the Netherlands. Okay, so I'll put this in here for the chicken bricks. And then this goes over here.
You grab the envelope home.
So these 2 lazy put this in.
Wilbur. Oh, that tells me a lot. That's the way it's going on the board.
And L.
Okay.
Nederland. Greta. And L.
Here we go. Marcia from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Marsha from Minnesota. Wait, I'm still on Greta from the Netherlands.
He's
Hey,
so confused
Louis.
by Greta. Luigi.
Oh, almost had it. Thank you, Lex.
We're in Minnesota.
I'm not. I'm still in the Netherlands.
I don't think we're in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
All I know is Hollandale.
Where? Oh, come on. What is it? Where all Lake Wobegon,
Oh,
where all the women are pretty and all the girls are above average. What is that he says?
I don't
Oh,
know.
come on,
I
guys.
listen to him every morning at 6:20.
well, you better look it up.
And you don't know? It's his introduction every day, isn't it?
I don't hear. I haven't heard that.
Oh, welcome to Lake Wobegon, where
Well, it's not Lake Wobegon that's on though. He does a 10-minute. He like talks about different events, and then he does a poetry reading every morning at
Okay.
6:20. Oh, it's interesting, and I love his voice. It's very soothing.
his voice is very peculiar.
It is.
A short note of appreciation for everything you all do to transfer the lives of our veterans and others with mobility issues, as well as bringing many hours of joy and chuckles to countless CPs around the globe. Close a few clue picker kits. It's a couple dollars in honor of Bella and George's ABC spot.
All right, nice.
Best wishes.
$1 up.
Dollar up. You got it. Wonderful.
Oh, Dana.
Marcia, Kangas, did you get that envelope?
Not yet.
Okay.
Thank you.
You got it. And this is Harold Wanda's envelope from yesterday, which I saved. You got it on. Okay, we'll put that in there. Well, I suppose I can open the bills.
Nah.
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 Well, this dog thing, I don't know what that is. 2 free issues. My dog is vomiting. Boy, do we need to read about that. That's what it says on the back of here.
Really?
My dog is vomiting. Should I take her to the vet? What does it mean when my dog's tongue gets wider? How can I stop my dog from pulling on a leash? Is it okay for my dog to put his head out the window of a car? Should I brush my dog's teeth every day? Is it okay for my dog to drink water from a bird bath? Says get the answers inside. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, I can hardly wait. Oh, we got a different bunch of questions. Is it okay for my dog to eat toilet paper? I'm glad this guy. Okay. Stealing toilet paper has more to do with playfulness than it does with hunger. It's rarely the cause for concern. Only if your dog has eaten scads of paper and begins to retch or vomit, becomes oh my.
And all choked up reading that.
Foy.
Well, I'm gonna have to have some water. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Is it okay for my dog to stick his head out the window of a car? Sure. If the car is standing still. Well, you know,
He's got an eye injury.
I know it. He could get struck by lightning.
Or a giant bug could hit his eyeball.
I know.
Here's an answer to your other question. From our dear friend Marilyn Luann Honey Johnson. I love saying that. Where all the women are strong, the men are good looking, and the children are above average.
There you go.
Let's
I knew it.
on. Thank you, Marilyn.
Thank you, Marilyn. I like to have everybody keep up with this stuff.
Marilyn's like an encyclopedia, like I've said before. She just.
By the way, that poo pillow,
Yes.
we really ought to hold it up and explain to everybody what it is.
Well, we've got more than one.
Well, you better, because she's going to wreck that one. But we have one that she hasn't
There's
wrecked
like
yet.
2 or 3 more.
And then show them a little
Before.
poo keychain.
Oh, I don't know where the keychain went. I think I put it in the laundry.
This is supposed to be a pile of puppy poo that somebody has made into a pillow. So we have pillows of puppy poo.
But it's okay. It smells all right.
It's the poo emoji. Have you seen it on?
Poo emoji?
Emoji. It's on your phone.
Poo emoji?
Yeah, you can send somebody a whole bunch of poo on your phone too.
Oh, wonderful.
Lovely.
You're all nuts. Wait a minute. I'm on the car out, the head out the window. If you raise your dog in a crate, you probably wouldn't have any problem getting things in his eyeballs either. But they get so much fun out of having their head out the window that I at least let their nose out the window. And with mine, if I open it wide enough for them to put the head out the window, it makes my car feel like I have a flat tire. It really, I took the car down to be repaired. I just owned it for a week. And it was just horrible. I said, the tires are not balanced, whatever. And it was because I'd opened the car window too far. What is it?
So if it's okay.
Oh my God. I don't believe it.
Let me see it.
All the world
Oh,
is clear
God.
but me and thee.
So, you know, that's if it's okay for them to do it. But I wonder why they do it. Is it just for
Oh,
smells?
why?
For smell.
Because
They
their
all know it.
noses.
Yeah.
I mean,
just
they are taking in
constantly
so
sniffing.
much
Yeah.
information on their noses.
Yeah.
They're having a wonderful time. But they can do that through a crack in the door, too. I mean,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to worry. If I'm following a truck that's dropping stuff, it's a gravel truck or something, but, you know, the chances of getting struck by lightning and things, besides that's not the part of Bentley that's critical.
So if he starts.
So
You
there!
have an eye patch, but as long as he gets the.
If he starts mooning people, then that's when we draw the line. Okay. All right, I get you.
Right.
That's not his problem. So, okay, so I let him put the head out the window, and I'm waiting for... I have had somebody stop me once in my life. They, you're going to get arrested. Oh, God. That's for what, you know? At any rate, that's my theory on that one. Granted, he could get a stone in the eye. How many stones do you get on your windshield?
Oh, God. My windshield looks like it's been sandblasted.
Well, you're following garbage trucks or something.
No. You know, it's just driving up the highway every
Yeah.
day. Every single day.
I must admit, on the highway, he does pull his head in.
Yeah.
But, you know, the back roads and things,
And 128's been under construction for the last 10 years.
So that's a whole... But on the generic road, up and down the road here...
Yeah.
You're not going that
There's
fast
no
anyway.
Well, you asked me, I told you. There you go.
Excuse me while I choke. he never did find the answers to the other questions, did he? So I'm still looking here. Wait a minute.
While you're looking, Puppy Love says Horace Mann was born in Franklin, Mass, and he is the father of American education in Mass. He served as, I don't know why this is here, but...
Horace Mann School.
What's that?
Horace Mann School sent me something.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, all right.
Horace Mann School in Massachusetts.
Later, he was a U.S. Senator. He also served as president of Antioch College and developed a public ed system based on the following principles, which were very controversial at the time. 1, citizens cannot maintain both ignorance and freedom. Very nice, I like that. 2, education should be paid for, controlled, and maintained by the public. 3, education should be provided in schools that embrace children from varying backgrounds. 4, education must be non-sectarian. 5, education must be taught using tenets of a free society, and education must be provided by well-trained professional teachers. Very
I'm not getting too far here.
insightful. Okay, go ahead.
No, go
She
ahead.
hasn't found the
I'm
answers
just,
to her question.
I'm
I know.
just choking
Are you
here.
still- are
Leave
you
me
still-
alone for a minute here
All
while I
right.
got my breath.
Have some more water.
Oh boy. The questions that they had.
I know, they enticed you. Now you got to buy the book.
No, it was said it was inside the envelope. Come on now.
they lied.
They don't have a cheat sheet in there? The answers? Did Regina send it?
Before you ask your vet, get the answers for your dog free. Well written, informative, and we always learn something new. Well, that's us. They don't need this if we got us, right? Is that right?
Absolutely.
Right, whatever I said, right.
Absolutely.
I love your newsletter. It gives you insight into what a dog is thinking and why they... A piece of paper will hold still. You can put anything on it you want. It's as bad as the internet.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
not as bad as the internet.
Well,
It's better.
I still haven't found... I still haven't... What do veterinarians do when their dogs get sick?
Is this a joke?
I don't know. When your vet's dog gets sick, he has two things going for him that you and I don't. First, he knows how to tell the difference between minor symptoms that can be safely treated at home and serious illnesses which require medical intervention. I'm not happy. Where are the questions? This is absolutely free business. It's crazy. If the answers to this question are all in this, they didn't use enough ink for me to see. I can't see the questions and answers.
Well, you know what? Where is it from? I'll look up
It's
and see.
Melrose or something.
No, but what's the company?
Oh. Your dog. Newsletter for caring dog owners.
All right, let me look it up.
Boston
and see.
Avenue, Medford, Massachusetts.
Too many issues.
Please do not bend. I wonder
I
why.
don't know. I don't think it'll say that on the website.
That's
but
what it
yeah.
said there.
You don't want to bend your screen now.
They're probably sorry I'm doing this.
I know.
Oh, God. What,
All right,
what
it's
the
your
hell?
dog.
Instant solutions to leash tugging puppy, page 3. That must be over here. Can you stop a big dog from pulling on a leash? Yes, but not by pulling on the leash yourself. Instead, do just the opposite. When the dog pulls on the leash, stop walking.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does that say if it's from Tufts University?
No, but the Tufts is around there.
Well, because there's a Tufts for your dog newsletter for caring dog owners.
Oh, you're kidding. Tufts?
From Tufts University, yeah.
Yeah, it does say Tufts.
Okay.
Oh, I better not tell that story.
Oh.
Oh.
Careful, careful.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, my. I was on the committee to establish a vet school in New England.
Mhm. And
I was.
we just stopped there.
I'm going to quit there.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right.
That's for what after the sound is off. No, they're a very good school. I mean, they're an excellent school.
Well, that's where when I had told you that we were feeding our dog green beans mixed with his food, you said there must be somebody that went to Tufts that told you that.
No, it was Connie Tebow, he was 85 years old back when we were just starting with Tufts.
Oh, really?
And he was he was a big money raiser in the Hamilton area, and he raised millions of dollars for Tufts vet school. And he was the one that swore that there was nothing wrong with a dog that wouldn't be cured by feeding it green beans and buttermilk. And he just swore by it for years and years. And, he's not that far wrong.
Well, I mean, we mix in
I need some Kleenex on the handkerchief on the department.
a half a can
Paper
of green
towels are
beans
fine.
with our dog's food every morning and afternoon, and he loves it.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Well, it's the grass eating, and it's the same, kind of green stuff.
And the
But
buttermilk
now
is
it's the
acidophilus.
acidophilus stuff.
Yeah,
True, yeah,
so
that's
the
true.
buttermilk.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't know how you quantify what George Myers said about yogurt, though. Because if you're after the acidophilus, which is a bacteria sort of thing in the yogurt, what do you do with pasteurized yogurt? Haven't you pasteurized all the
Yeah, I would
beneficial?
think
Yeah, but pasteurization doesn't kill all the bugs.
No,
But it
but
doesn't get rid
it
of
does
all
a
the
job
bacteria.
on it, I would think.
It does a job on the harmful ones, yeah, but
but
not
it
all.
doesn't kill
How
the
does it
good
know it's
bacteria.
only supposed to kill the bad ones? Come on now! No, I don't go along with that one either.
All
Well,
right.
then they re-inject it with acidophilus.
Somebody look that one
There you
up,
go.
please.
That could be.
Re-inoculate the culture.
Well, that stuff that I got from Purina, that Fortiflora, he says that's just pure whatever it's supposed to be, without getting pasteurized.
It's like eating a poo pill in a packet.
Yeah.
Hey, you can sell your poo. Did you know that?
Excuse me.
You can sell your poo. There's people who
It's okay. It's too much information. Thank you.
they have to have poo pills.
I'm still back on this.
Oh boy, we're gonna be here for a while. I'm just gonna. Have
I'm
a
still
couple
on this
more
dog
Berlines
pulling.
and-
If the dog pulls, then you stop. Well, that doesn't stop the dog from moving forward,
No, you're just
right?
laying
So
your- you're
so I got a
laying
dog
on your
pulling,
nose,
and I stop. So either he stops or keeps pulling, but worse.
and you're gonna lay on your nose.
I'm gonna go on my nose. I mean, I'm talking big dogs. The dog will soon realize he gets to move forward when he doesn't pull. I don't know.
They've been big enough to keep moving anyway.
These
But
people,
you're dragging you in the wind.
they don't know what a big dog is, baby.
But when we train, dog pulls. You basically want to give them a yank to just stop.
They
them
don't do
and
that.
say- And say whoa, and
Yep.
stop them, right?
Yep.
And then you release.
And then release, right?
But the instant it's not a pull, and
No,
it's a snap. Just
Right,
a,
that's what I mean.
hey,
Yeah.
pay attention, and it's a release
Hmm.
that you give the dog the chance to say, wait a minute, that didn't work.
Hmm.
But it's none of this long-term stuff of standing still while the dog's still pulling. That's not gonna, because their mind works A, B. I pulled, got jerked.
My ears really must be going down. I don't hear the dog say these things. I've got to listen.
Well, you gotta watch
closely.
better.
He's still
What?
chasing the squirrel, and you're dragging behind.
Oh, I think I better give up on this thing.
I don't know. This would be fun.
Next question.
I can't find the question. They only had that one circled. That's why I found it.
I can't on the website. I can't find that specific. What's that? It's just called Your Dog, correct?
I told you once. Your dog, yes. Your dog, post office, please do not bend.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. The best vacuums for getting rid of dog hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
the best vacuum for getting rid of dog hair. I used the Oric always. I always thought the Oric was good. Here we go. Uh-oh.
The shake off. What does it mean when your dog shakes herself vigorously?
Getting rid of water, wet. Unless you got an ear infection, in which case that's a different story.
What does Audrey have?
What?
Let's go see what she got.
You've got something.
You got something.
Eileen, can I see the cover of that one?
I don't got a cover.
Well, I mean the newsletter, just the front of it.
The front is there. It looks like that.
Oh, okay.
Boring.
Okay. Because they have one here.
What? That one? How about that one? That one?
No, that's not it. That's okay. I was just.
Anti-shedding.
The mouse.
Don't interfere with a dog's fever unless it crosses this threshold.
What's the threshold?
They don't tell you. You gotta buy the book.
Oh.
Okay. So I never did find the answers to these questions, but I got answers for one. Is it okay for my dog to drink from the bird bath? I didn't think that's what they were going to have there. I thought they were going to have toilets. And I don't wonder
it
what
kind
the...
of is a toilet for birds, isn't it?
Well, I always wanted to put a toilet down there by the laundry and teach the dog to pull a thing to get fresh water. That was the project of mine long ago. And then Janine turned it down. She said, that's going to look stupid. What the hell? Everything else looks stupid around here.
Sometimes people put things in the tank, though, to...
Yes.
So that's
not a good thing.
If you get them into the habit, then you never know what's... I don't know. I think
On the topic of toilets,
oh, of course.
I do know it's quite easy to get a cat to pee over the toilet. They make a plastic insert to put under the lid.
A cat wee?
No, it's not a cat wee. Not like that wee that you're thinking. No, you put a little kitty litter in that, and then they just start in that area, and they all paw around. And then eventually you just take that plastic liner out and they'll be splotting over the hole. I've seen that done many times, and I've seen cat use it. So there. That's all I know about toilets.
I don't want an animal that goes in the house, I'm sorry. Nothing against cats.
Okay, next problem.
We doing questions?
I guess we are.
All right.
No packages?
Well, there's one box right here.
What?
We have a
What's
box.
package?
Oh, and actually, I think there's one over here. Wasn't there? There's one left from this. I know where I ended up. It opened already.
Oh. It sounds good, Bailey. Okay. Okay. Notice who came.
While you're doing that, Blue Penguin wanted to know if we had seen the clip on the World Dog Awards today. And yes, we did see it, actually.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Remember, we watched it today. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say remember. I'm sorry. We did watch it today, yes.
That CW thing?
Yeah. Audrey, watch your nose.
Watching it?
Audrey.
And
Yeah,
this is
we
from...
did watch it. Yes, we did.
Oh, God, here we go again.
Uh-oh.
G-I-M-I.
Gimme.
It's one of these binary things. I never will get it straight.
Jimmy.
She gave me the phonetic pronunciation of it once, and I can't remember it.
I thought it was the hard G. Gimme.
Jimmy?
I don't remember. I have trouble with binary. On, off, up, down, right, left. Can't do it. Give me 64 things that I can figure out anytime, but not 2. Can't
This
do
is
it.
why you have so much trouble with your computer.
That's correct. Okay, here we have some Alpo strips. We'll put them right next to these Alpo strips because we're easily running out of Alpo strips on that bunch. Okay,
All right,
you want the empty box to play with?
we're with it. Or one of the poop ones?
What are we doing?
Okay. No, Regina just sent us a note about the poop keychains.
One of them is for Shannon. Okay, surprise.
I can't hear.
One of them is for Shannon.
Audrey, can I have that please for a minute?
One of them is for Shannon in the barn.
Audrey, can I have the box for a minute?
Okay.
Please? Audrey, get the hell out of the box. Thank you.
I took the
That
other
works.
one. You gave it to me.
Okay, we got that. I did all that.
I think what's Jimmy's last name?
G-I-M-I. I don't know what her last name is, but
Gimme good love. Da, 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 good love. Sorry. All right. Anyway, gimme. Okay. All right.
and we have the box being put to good use.
No, I don't. I just.
It's your dog that's taught my dog some bad manners, see?
It's a free toy.
One of the
Yeah.
pool pillow keychains is for Shannon, so we gotta make sure she gets one.
There's only two.
dinner.
Oh, we didn't put it in. You did?
Nice one.
Those ones? Did you?
You
Good.
gotta get enough, man.
Let us pray.
Lamb chop. Is that the sign? Lamb chops?
Yeah, that's how they came in the pan.
If you look in the corner of your mail and it says pre-sort standard, it's most likely junk mail.
Anything without the full stamp on it.
Well, I don't know. That's what Amber is saying from Tennessee. So did it say pre-sort standard in the corner?
I threw that away already.
Oh, all right. Well,
Let
whatever.
me dig it
Give
through the
up on it.
trash. I got plenty more here. No, I don't get a pre-sort on these.
Yeah.
Emily's List and AARP reminder.
Be sure it says answers must be inside the newsletter you must subscribe to. That's true. But it's also online, so we can look at it there. We're gonna cheat. Linda from Arizona says she feeds green birds. Blah, 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 green birds. Ugh, my tongue is broken. Green beans and carrots to her dog also. Or green beans.
He didn't say carrots. He said green beans.
No, Jerry though says green beans.
A lot of
carrots.
people say feed carrots.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell a story about carrots.
Go ahead.
I think I've told it before, but what the heck.
No, go ahead.
I don't know why I was wandering around Toronto or up in that area of Canada.
I don't know if we want to hear the story. But go ahead.
I was
We'll
up
cut
there.
you off if we get,
And somehow I heard that the farm that raised the Coors Hitch horses, they're Belgians. They're like the Budweisers, except they're fatter and heavier and shorter, like our dogs. Anyway, a farm that raised them for the Coors Hitch was up there, so I figured I'd go visit them. I had a car. I think my husband said some medical whatever. Anyway, I drove in, and there's a beautiful place, very well kept, horses all over the place with babies and things, and there was no hay. There was no hay, there was no grain, and there was no water. They fed carrots. There were 10-wheelers of carrots all over the place. I mean, monster trucks of carrots. I don't know where they got all the carrots from.
I was going to say.
And this was winter. I'm a horse person. I notice stuff. It was winter, the snow. I figured, well, they don't need the water, whatever. You know, there was water in the pastures, a little tiny little bucket that nobody had any drink out of it. They weren't drinking out of it. They just put it out there. But there was no hay around the barn. You know, you'd see it. So I went in the barn, and there was no hay upstairs. There was nothing. There's nothing. And so I got talking to the woman. She said, no, we feed just carrots. I didn't believe it. And these are big, big, healthy-looking horses.
I mean, did they do that, or maybe they didn't say, but I wonder if they did it either because they were doing it for a specific reason, or did they just have a great supplier for carrots so they don't need hay?
I never heard of anybody. Did you ever hear of anybody feeding that to these? No. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it. I saw it.
And that's the story.
Yeah, that's it. Bye.
Okay. Okay.
That's it. Can't let them all. Here's the bill.
Alright, they've answered some of their own questions.
Get outta here.
Alright. Marilyn says, I'm guessing the milk is pasteurized before the acidophilus is added. So the completed yogurt isn't repasteurized. Could that be right? And Puppy Love says, my yogurt says it contains live cultures, and I'm sure the manufacturer wouldn't lie.
Oh.
Since I'm buying yogurt to keep my system in working order, I always look for the live culture kind.
Well, I recommend this Fortiflora.
Acidophil and kefir are good and delicious. Win-win. You can get acidophilus too in a tablet. You know, like I know when
Well, it's the same thing as the powder, only pushed together with.
right. But I know when they
something.
give some people really strong antibiotics, they recommend you take acidophilus because then you don't
Yeah.
get sick to your stomach.
We never did that when I was a kid. This whole acidophilus thing is new. But this guy that told me the buttermilk deal, he was old. he didn't have acidophilus in his childhood either.
Well,
You just drank buttermilk.
He
I was
just
gonna
drank
say-
buttermilk.
yeah, so he did have acidophilus.
Right, but there was no marketing firm, the
Yeah.
acidophilus company.
My father used to love buttermilk. My
Yeah.
father used to drink the crap.
I think my parents were that ill. That's gotta go in the drawer on the far side.
Karen Myers says, please put it in the trash. And that she must mean that newsletter. I'm not sure. All right, another question answered by them.
Well, give us the answer. They might want to fight with them.
Okay. Ann in Texas says, my dog had a problem with shiny floors. Problem going into PetSmart. She would just freeze and cringe. Even my floors at home. 2 trainers tried to help her and failed. They tried to force her by running into PetSmart and keep her going after hitting the bare floor. It never
No.
worked. Suggestions?
No. Going very slowly into it. And around the house, if she has that trouble, these mats that we have are there clearly for Bailey, who has trouble with her footing. These are put out by Pig Industries,
Uh-huh.
and they do stick to the floor, and you don't trip over them, and they're wonderful. And if you had some of those around, you'd find the dog would run from mat to mat.
Really?
Yeah, and then you just kind of reduce the bats you got.
Well, I wonder what it is about a shiny floor. Is the reflection?
Oh,
or-
no, it's once they've slipped on it.
Oh, okay.
It's like ice. I mean, you know how you approach a piece of ice. Tiptoeing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've got to go through the same thing with the dog. I had a funny story on that one.
Okay, go ahead.
Bobby, who was a big dog we got from Hungary, from Budapest. Nice dog, lovely dog. Very much like Bentley. And I had him down at Leahy Clinic, Leahy Hospital. And I thought I'd go in the cafeteria and wait for whoever I was waiting for, and I get in the door of the cafeteria. And he went down spread eagle, and he would not get up. And here I am again, a 180-pound dog, and he's out spread eagle, and he wouldn't stand up.
Really?
I had an awful time. In fact, I had to drag him out the door and get him back on the carpet. And he didn't get 10 feet inside there, and I couldn't get him turned around and out back onto the carpet. I've had these kind of problems before.
Interesting.
Yeah. And once they slip, there was another dog that we put out as a service dog that had a shiny. It's Hay Dog, who's over there.
Oh, yeah, I remember Hay
Hay
Dog,
Dog. Hay Dog had a slippery floor problem because he slipped once, and I was with him when he slipped.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you don't get when they start to slip, if you get your foot right next to it so you stop the slip from going, you don't have a problem. But otherwise, they go down on a slippery floor, you're going to have worries.
Interesting.
You don't have to get them up and let them think about it without this horrible scrambling that goes on.
Regina says, thank you, Carlene. I'm trying to train a yellow lab for a service dog organization in Georgia. She doesn't want to walk on a leash. PCC says, I had a cat that used to go pee in the toilet while I was getting ready for work. Oh, God. As long as they don't go while you're going, I guess. Anyway. Had a friend who used to blame her husband for not flushing. It turned out it was the cat.
Oh my! Let's think about that one for a minute. Oh
boy.
dear.
Oh, man. Oh, God. That's funny. Oh, Brenda says, yes, soft G sounds like J, so it's Jimmy, not Gimme. I thought it was Gimme. It's Jimmy.
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 I'll start thinking of the candy.
There you go.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
That ought to keep me going straight. What? Oh, it's chocolate.
But now, see, now Blue is saying, yeah, Yeah, because I remember last time she said like G me, like G me, like
Yeah.
like G me. Instead of me, it's G me.
I don't know. Well, she sends a lot to us too.
How about if we just revert it and call it image?
That'd be all right.
We just reverse it. Singing helix.
There goes that nice fresh water
That way. Okay.
down the tube.
Who was the first to learn all the puppy names?
Not me.
Bella. I would say Bella, but I don't know. I'm sure the trainers have
She
also.
knows them all?
No, Bella that works
I'm
here.
right
The
here.
high school.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh, this Bella.
Bella
Okay,
too.
yeah.
Bella
I think
too.
I think Bella.
You
Bella
know
too.
them all?
Yeah, I think she was the first one. She knows them all, like that.
Somebody give her a blue ribbon. Somebody, get out there. Where's it? Who's it? Great. Look out there. Okay.
Bella needs an award.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to come up with one. Here, wait a minute.
Okay.
Out there in the overflow room, in the back to the right, about knee high, get down and look, and there's a long flat box. Open the box and pull out one of those things that's in there. I just saw it there, I think. It used to be on the top shelf. I think it's on the bottom shelf. I don't know what she's going to come up with if it's the wrong box. It could be awkward.
So while we're waiting.
There you go. Let's present it.
Oh yeah.
There
Okay.
you are. There's
All
the presentation.
Come on, you have to stand up and come show your ribbon. Bella gets an
That's
award. What does it say?
Says outstanding support for the mission of SDP, our Great Danes Yankee.
There you go. Huh?
How about that?
Woo!
Okay,
That's a major award.
congratulations. How about that? You didn't even know those were there, did you?
All right. Now Regina says, my dogs love frozen Brussels sprouts. They cry in front of the freezer. And then Jerry says, don't they get horrible gas? My dog got hold of a broccoli once and I thought my eyes were going to burn out.
Oh, good.
Then Regina says, no gas and they sleep with me, but they are a little. But they are little. Oh, God, and they're all crying over frozen Brussels sprouts here. Okay. How is the visiting CP doing? This is Caroline. She's doing great. So
Yep.
say hi, Caroline. Say
Hello.
She's doing great. We're going a little retro here a few days. Nova Canis. No, I guess that's how you say it. Did Carlene get an answer for her tiny bubbles in the New Zealand water bottle?
No, but I have one out there now.
Okay, well here we go. The answer is complex. Bubbles form on the inside of any container as the solution is heated and the dissolved gases are released from solution. If all variables are the same except the bottle, i.e. a New Zealand water bottle versus an American water bottle, then physiochemical issues are at work.
They are.
Well, I said I thought it was the bottle. I don't know. I didn't
Well,
know why, but
it's sticking to the bottle.
yeah. The polymer blend used in New Zealand the New Zealand bottle may have a rough surface or have chemical functional groups at the surface that act as nucleation sites for the formation of gas bubbles as the solution in the bottle is heated. So two bottles that may look identical are really different at the microscopic surface level. Thank you. That was
Okay, well,
wonderful.
maybe it's time to crack this thing. Why don't we bring it out here?
All right.
I mean, it's not going to go any further. You want to go in there and very carefully pick it up by just the cap. It's right next to my bed. It's got full bubbles. It's a square bottle. Yup, keep going in there. No, that's the cellar. That's the cellar. Back next to the bed. If you drop it, they'll all come loose, apparently.
someone says we should just call Jimmy or Gimme Mrs. G until she calls us and tells us how to pronounce it.
Is that the one full of bubbles?
Yeah.
Don't shake it now. Yeah, there you go. There you go, see?
Oh, yeah, I see it, yeah.
Look at them. And it doesn't form in all the bottles. It doesn't form in the American. Uh-oh, we got a problem?
Yeah, Audrey peed in the other room.
She's what?
She peed in the other room.
Leaving?
No,
She
peed.
Peeing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do that. Peeing. You need it, then.
No,
Supposed to
not
be
this,
here.
no, not this quick.
At any rate, there's the bubbles. I don't think they can see them, but you certainly can. Everybody can attest to that.
Let's hold it up to the camera.
Hold it up that direction, so they can see it.
Side has the
Don't go shaking it up now.
No.
There's a lot of bubbles in there.
Here are the bubbles.
They're all uniform, and they don't come to the top of the bottle. That's my other question. Why don't they let go?
How about if I just drop it?
Put it
See
well.
if they
Put
let
it
go.
here. And what I did do last time was I flicked it to see whether they let go, and they did. Yep, they went away.
So, when, but you said the first time you did that they did.
They did not.
Well,
They did this time.
Was the water colder or warmer at that point?
I think it got to be a generic temperature because,
Because it's been in there for a while.
yeah,
So
They all have.
maybe that's why they released them. Maybe it was a different temperature initially, and that,
I don't know.
and like she was saying,
It's
that's
extremely weird. It's only been in these bottles from New Zealand that it happened.
Darn New Zealand bottles. All right. Where's Bella? Congratulations, Bella. Woohoo, Bella too. Bella is a sweetheart. And we'll do this. We're going to come back to this one in a sec. But do you ever have young kids come to visit the dogs for fun? You've had schools come and bring
Yeah.
kids. Yeah.
My mom's a first grade teacher, and she told her kids that she showed her some of the pictures. Now every day they ask her for like the cameras.
Oh, is that right? Oh, that's great.
I'm gonna have to repeat that because I didn't hear it.
Her mother is a first grade teacher, and she's been watching the dogs a little bit. Now the kids are asking for it every day. So it'd be like Dawn. I mean, she'll, maybe do some lessons and things.
Yep.
All right. Can Bella name all the pups for us out loud?
Oh,
I'll start from like the post.
You got to go
come on up here.
Here,
Everybody
over
can
here.
hear you. Here, sit down right there.
Great. Have a seat.
Alright. So there's Addie, Dryer, Washer, Tumbler, Lint, Wrinkle, Spinner, and Sydney. That's the Pokies. And then there's Asher, Garnet, Ruby, Kringle, Seagram, and Neko, and Reese, Finn, did I say Pixie?
No.
No, Pixie. That's the calories. And then there's Jet, Cadet, Digby, Wilbur, Orville, Grumman, Pilot, Amelia Zeppelin. That's who's that? The
Airplane.
Minions.
Yeah.
Guppies are Gretchen, Regina, Rocco, Cindy, and Karamia. That's all.
Wow! Oh, a mind like a steel trap.
Then there's Maeve, but she's not here.
Wow. Wow.
You know, if you've said one wrong, they're gonna let us know.
They'll let us know in a minute. We'll find out if you're correct. We'll find out if you are correct. Someone recorded it, so it'll be on later.
Oh, good Lord.
And wow, she's good, says Muppet. And another comment. Scooter Karen says, I can name all the pups. It's telling who's who. That's the problem. Bella also knows who is who. She can identify every single puppy like that without
That's
question.
wonderful.
Yeah, it's amazing. So when I come down there, I go, Bella, who's that? And she tells me.
And you believe her.
Absolutely. Unequivocally. Absolutely. Yes. I have total faith in her.
Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff.
Clap, 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 Bella. Applause to Bella. Bravo, Bella. Fantastic job, Bella. Woohoo. All right. Seriously impressive. All right. Do we have any other questions?
How is our dinner coming?
That's a good question.
We're missing Grace. Did she go? Where's Grace? Grace?
Clap, 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 clap.
In here.
Oh.
That is beyond impressive. It's all you tonight, Bella. There you go.
What temperature am I?
All right,
Huh?
Lex.
What temperature do I want it to be?
Oh,
Thank you for
140.
your helping it. Good job getting all the deals ready and everything. Huh?
I had help.
I know you did. You know, thank you all for helping. But she does a great job, so
Yeah.
thank you so much.
See you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'm going on a research trip to the Bahamas next week.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
She's going someplace a little warm and leaving us.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Have fun. Have a good trip. Have a safe trip. See you,
Bye-bye.
Lex. Dang way to go, Bella. Oh my goodness, good job, Bella. Degree in Puppy Identity 101. Holy puppies. Okay. Mary McManus. Hey, Mary. In Florida, we're not supposed to leave water bottles in the car in the summer because the plastic reacts in the heat and gives off a chemical. That's true. That is true. They get too hot. That is
I
true.
wonder if
That's
they take care of that in the truck they ship them down. Maine. Come on.
I don't know, but that is true though. That's
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that.
no, I absolutely.
I'm sure we've heard it, but I don't see how. They have them on trucks coming down out of Maine. They're not refrigerated.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean they care either.
Well, if
they
they-
just want to sell it.
If that was true, if they were leaking pesticides or whatever.
Well, not pesticides, but just polymers from the plastic.
Well, if there were a problem with it, I would hope our department of whatever the hell they are, Food and Drug Administration, would have something to say about it. I
would hope.
I have seen. Oh, it's not Purina. What are they? Poland Springs.
Poland Springs, yep.
I've seen Poland Springs bottles on the table of congressmen having a meeting
Yeah.
around some place in Washington. So.
Well,
they're
that tells you a lot right
That
there.
tells you a lot right there.
There's a lot of chemical reactions going
There
on
you
there.
go. What's the matter with all of them?
And now we know the problem is. What's for dessert? We've got
Apple pie.
apple pie. We've got everything.
Oh, we
Apple-
got cream pie too,
and cream pie and apple pie.
and apple pie and cream pie.
I saw that apple pie was good.
It does. That was a good. There was no pumpkin pie. No orange
It's
vegetables.
out of season. Oh my goodness, what are we
You're
going
in
to do?
trouble. I was gonna play with the whipped cream tonight, but you know, I've had it. It gets to this age of this. I intellectually bugged out.
All right.
Now I have no more bubbles in my water. Shiny bubbles.
All right, but
In the wine.
interesting that you comment. Nova Canis. Bubbles continue. The bubbles don't go to the top of the liquid because of the pressure of the liquid pressure must be greater than the gas pressure in the bubbles for the bubbles to remain intact on the container walls. Near the surface, the gas bubbles just escape from the solution, so they don't form bubbles.
I have a problem with that one. You want to run that one by me again?
All right. I will read it exactly as it is
So that,
written.
so that if I increase the pressure,
It says the bubbles don't go to the top of the liquid because of pressure. The liquid pressure must be greater than the gas pressure in the bubbles for the bubbles to remain intact on the container walls. Near the surface, the gas bubbles just escape from the solution so they don't form bubbles. But if you,
I have a problem with that one. You're talking about specific gravity of the bubble.
I have questions about that one as well.
See the problems we have. And you thought this was only dog training, right? And if we knew what we were talking about, we'd have nothing to talk about because it's only that we really don't know anything that becomes a great long discussion.
And Caroline, they're saying, enjoy your visit.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, this is nice from Tracy and Jared that we're here today. Thanks for showing us the ropes today. We enjoyed helping out. You guys, they did a great job.
Who are they?
There was a woman who her son was here doing community service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that.
Go right ahead. Well, I'm just saying from what I know, because they were working down in the barn.
Yes,
and they did
I
a
have
great
had
job.
good reports about them.
Yes.
Now, they came in here, and I asked some questions.
Mhm.
You know, da. And she answered all of them. I finally said, wait a minute. I'm tired of parents answering the question I asked of a kid. Will you hear that? I did.
I missed that.
I've said that to many parents that come in here. You know, they're so anxious for their child to be successful at this job, and that they answer. They don't really. They don't recognize the fact that it's going right in and out of my head. I couldn't tell what the answer was 5 minutes later anyway. But it's just the fact it's a participatory episode, you know?
Uh-huh. They did do a great job, though, and thank you
good.
for helping out today.
Good. We hope you come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
I
scare the
think
hell
he
out
will,
of them.
I think he has to do so many hours. So.
Well, it's funny, the parents that a couple parents that I've said that to say, oh, you know, and they're very embarrassed about it. They realize what they've done. I have one that didn't.
Let's not go there. All right.
Well, I did go there.
Then they're going on about plastic containers. Same thing as with certain plastic containers are not supposed to be put in the microwave with food, says Terry Miller. Linda from Arizona says, I thought you weren't supposed to refill the used water bottle. And Croatian House says a few times, like 2 or 3, not more. I do. I refill mine a few times.
They sell them.
Yeah.
They sell water bottles for you to fill up again.
Yeah. So I refill them a few times and then get rid of them, recycle them. But
Aren't you some kind of purist? You notice the way he says that. I recycle. Oh, excuse me.
I didn't say how.
we store Clorox in them. So there.
Yeah, you know what? I have something to say about that. I went to wash my hands 2 weeks ago in the sink.
It's bad.
And I didn't know, it looked like soap, and I could not get the smell of bleach out of my hands for a full
You're
day.
right. I told Donna that the other day. I said, oh, look, I want soap there for to wash my hands.
Oh, absolutely.
She said, it is soap. We just put some Clorox in it. Well, when they put the Clorox in the Dawn, it took the blue out.
Yeah.
So now you can't see what it is.
Yeah, it was really
So I
strong.
said I wanted blue ones here to wash my hands. So on the other sink,
There is one.
there is one.
I saw
But,
it.
yeah, I would think with all the bottles we have that maybe we could have a blue one on the other side. Here we go. We're getting up.
Right, baby. Come on, you getting up, baby? You need to go out?
You want to go outside?
Lisa
Baby, you wanna go
ATL
outside?
said she had mince pie this afternoon. Ooh. Oh, and don't forget Dr. Pole is on tonight.
Where?
We'll find out. The pest. Can you tell us where, what channel, whatever?
Well, they're not
What
going to know
time?
how.
Well, actually, yeah, different parts of the country. It could
Yeah.
be different places. But is it a cable show?
I don't know.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
It is excellent show.
You
It's
said that.
It's a reality show. Whether
Yeah.
you like it or not, it's a reality show. You got your back legs crossed. Is that a problem? You have a problem with your
She's
back
being a
legs
lady.
crossed? You just want to sit up a while. What happened to her brush? How come we're not brushing this dog? We already lost the brush.
It's the extremely high temperature inside a closed car that's the problem with plastic water bottles. Okay. So that's different. In a truck, it's not going to be this hot.
Why isn't it?
Okay. First of all, a car with glass, okay,
Yeah,
versus a truck
right,
that's
yeah.
closed. The truck will get warm, but a car with glass, it's going to be like a greenhouse. So the heat is just going to intensify.
I may give you a little bit on that one.
Go right ahead.
There you go.
All right. We had at our school, our old building that is gone now. The computer lab had a slanted roof with windows in the roof. It couldn't have been a worse design for a computer lab.
Oh.
And it was like a greenhouse. It was terrible. It was hot up there all the time. But now we have an incredible new building, and it's awesome and wonderful and beautiful. Okay, anyway.
Maybe they used to grow pot up there.
What's that?
Maybe they used to grow pot up there.
Must have been before me, eh?
I don't know how I got going. That's the second time I mentioned that.
Tracy says, that was here today, says, we'll definitely be back. She cracks me up.
So that's the woman I told her stop talking to her son?
Yep. They're talking a lot. There's a whole discussion now about chemicals and bottles here. I'm going to leave that.
Do they seem to know what they're talking about?
They do. I mean,
okay.
I would like to do a little research, but okay. Bert Owen says National Geographic Wild, Dr. Pole, Animal Planet, pit bulls and parolees. Okay. Bailey needs help, maybe. I don't know, do you need help?
Wanna get up?
You wanna get up? Stop publishing.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Come on, babe.
Oh, God.
Big
Oh,
stretch.
jeez.
Oh,
She's got a dirty water bottle here. Come on, get another one quick. Oh, she makes such a big effort to get up. We'll get you a clean one in just a minute. Oh, she's good. You should stay over there.
she's a good
Oh,
girl.
she's a good girl. I'm sorry. We don't seem to be able to do that right away, do we? She's very, very good, though. She's very super good dog. Dear me, I don't know why. Somebody else drank out of that thing and they made it all spitty. There you go. Here's a new one. She just got you a new one. There you go. Go over there and try that one. There, try that. Go ahead. There you go. Good girl. Now, let me tell you about dog slobber. Are you ready? Are you listening to me?
Dog slobber.
A dog can take one lap out of a bucket of water and the whole consistency of that water will change to a very slippery, slimy, I don't know how they do it, but they only have to lap it once or twice and in the whole bucket. I have seen a horse bucket. That's how I know this. One of my dogs came along and drank out of a horse bucket, the big thing. 3 gallons? I don't know, whatever. And 3 or 4 laps out of it and the whole thing just, when you went to go spill it, it just sort of slid out of the bucket. I was very discouraged. So I could understand that. Did you want to go outside? You want to go outside? She's very good. She's a very super dog. A super dog. You want to go outside? Go outside.
Come on, Bill. Oh, good girl.
You want to go outside?
Everything, everything, babe. Everything. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, girl. Good girl.
Well, that's not you. There you are.
She probably needs to go out too.
Oh.
Easy. Be careful. Be careful. It might be slippery. Getting icy. All right. Well, while Carlene's outside, we'll continue on here. Yes, I was able to fix her computer by fixing it. Just needed a lot of cleanup, and in a lot of areas, let's say. So I cleaned up a lot of the email. I cleaned up some of the files and applications, the way they open, and blah 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 blah. It helps. With browsers especially, if you, it's a little bit of a pain because sometimes you have to go in and re-enter passwords, but if you flush the cache once in a while, and if you go in and just reset all the browser settings, get rid of all the cookies, you'll be surprised at how much better the browser will work. And again, it just, you may have to re-enter a few passwords. Cookies basically all they do is just help the site communicate with your browser, so the first time you open another site it might go a little bit more slowly, but once you go back in it should be fine. So I just did things like that and it's working much better. So and Carlene's actually doing a great job with it, so I actually am really impressed with how much she knows about using the computer. So. That's a new one for Caroline's dictionary. All spitty. Yes. If only we could find a way to.
We have pee.
We have all of you. Oh, good. Okay.
There's two.
Oh, good.
Now, lots of complain about the wrong dog in the bed over there. Hey,
Come on, Bailey.
just a
Let's
minute.
get
No,
Bailey.
no, Bailey doesn't want to go in that bed.
Okay.
Just a minute. Wait. You just wait right there. Hey, Junior, wake up. Hey, wake up. Come on.
Poor Ryan.
See?
Just get out of here. She's...
See? See how that works? Good girl, Bailey. Good. Okay, everybody else go someplace else.
Did you see? Audrey just
Good
goes
girl,
like,
Bailey
just
did
goes
it.
like this, like. Oh. So there's a new word for your Caroline dictionary. All spitty. I was gonna say if we could figure out a way to market that stuff as an industrial lubricant or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WD-40 type
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I have to tell you about the freezer door after. That'll be after.
Oh, it's my bottle. I get to play with them too. Ugh.
Puppy Love, I'll get back to you about that. She's asking something about a browser application, so I'll get back to her later.
Okay. Oh.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline, have you met any dogs that you like?
All of them.
Good answer.
All of them, she said.
Good answer. Oh. Any you didn't? Any you didn't like?
Nope.
Even the ones that knock you over.
Yeah.
Is Devin 2 doing community service or a special volunteer? I think he's done with his community
I
service.
think he's on community service.
Yeah, he's just doing his...
Oh my word, is this dinner?
Oh my goodness.
word.
All right,
Oh
we're going
my.
to have to sign off in a second.
Okay, that's it guys. See you later. Bye.
How much beef do we chop in a week? Annie and I have been averaging between 7 and 12 per week, so for Ben. We're going to do a little research on that, and we were talking about it. We're going to figure out how many pounds of beef we're going to estimate it per year and so on. So we'll get back to you about that.
Oh, very good.
Someone wants to know if I want to answer computer questions like Katie answers training ones. This is probably not the place to do that, but we'll see. We'll
Give them your address. Let them give it to you directly.
Yeah, I do. I actually have another address. I'll post it later, and you can email me a question if you'd like. I'd be glad to answer it. All right, and one more. Enjoy dinner, and thanks for the delightful mail call. You, thank you. Good
Why don't we
evening.
change the camera off me so I can eat?
I think they're enjoying watching you eat. Good night.
That's what I'm afraid of. And then
All right, I'll move the camera.
I'll put salt on, then they'll tell me I used too much salt.
Well, don't put it on yet. Okay, now
I got it.
You can put it on now.